You may wonder why the United States and China always conflict with each other on these topics. Indeed, they have been doing this for a while, and they probably will continue to dominate news in foreseeable future, as long as the United States and China both are still trapped in three main states. What are they and why? Why are the United States and China trapped in three mindset traps? In this video, let's talk about two mindset traps from the United States and one from China. Ready? Go! 1. Cold War mindset trap. Historically, the Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union had lasted for about more than 30 years, until the year of 1989, when the Soviet Union collapsed. The United States won! The United States Trump has made it into a solo superpower in the world in later about another 30 years, until underlying but emerging crisis in it after the Great Recession, global military shrinking, and for now, many people find that it's declining. But a mindset can last long beyond changing facts. For example, in the last 30 years, in the face of the end of the Cold War, many Russians have not believed they lost to the United States and firmly thought that they are still another counterpower to the United States worldwide, even for beyond 20 years. In Europe, many comparisons in France for now still believe they are still in the center of the world as what their ancestors were in 19th century, and loudly performing their arrogance. So, the same as American for now? No. The United States have not that long history actually, but many of them think of another Cold War and a new Cold War when China's rise threats its hegemony status. Plus, the buzzwords war easily capture the media's attention, then widely spread. A new Cold War! This Cold War mindset is justified. After all, 30-year experience and memories of the Cold War against the Soviet Union can be very impressive among the public, and these think tanks of the United States, which were the outer brain of the United States government, who have been laying out strategies and foreign policies, and successfully debated their ex-ideological enemies. Even many experts were still alive, very old though. So, in many people's minds, if excluded hot wars, the Cold War is the only left option. Not let alone after the Soviet Union. As a solo superpower, the United States have tackled with North Korea, Vietnam, Iran, Japan, Iraq, Afghanistan, Russia, a serious enemies of threats before China. Even if a rising power in another name, but with the same GDP growth spread, stunning economic achievements, expanding foreign influences, considerable population, and so on, the United States will probably think the same. But is the Cold War really the only another option if not hot wars? Or must a mindset in past be readopted into what at the present? Or elites in the United States and in China and the rest of the world have limited their minds by traceable and fixed historical experience without enough imagination? Or once two players evolve into game theory, there must be winner or loser, or humans can't escape from the dull mindset on all things. Obviously, we do need creativity here to help two sides to get out this mindset trap of Cold War. 2. The trap of Thucydides trap. Another typical mindset is Thucydides trap. Early in 2012, American political scientist Graham Allison propose an academic hypothesis, Thucydides' trap, based on the words in history, to describe an apparent tendency towards war when an emerging power threatens to displace an existing great power as the regional or international hegemon, indicating the potential wars between the current United States and China. Suddenly, before other scholars fully argued, this hyper-style, sensational concept and buzzwords have easily captured the public, even policymakers, on both sides, due to some media's great work. Obviously, this academic trap itself is a dangerous and unwise theoretical mindset trap. This trap is based on historical humans' wars. But if current generation only repeat what elders once do, should we are still living in the Stone Age? How come our modern life have evolved into what it is today, since humans appear on the earth? If what happened in history must do the same at present, in one word, what are we, the current being alive for now, not our ancestors, living here for? China's being invaded mindset trap. To be fair, let's say a mindset trap from China. Since early 20th century, before the Cold War, China has been bearing a defensive mindset, which is called imperialism will never stop making me die. Because at the very beginning of the 20th century, in the age of colonialism, China had been invaded by major Western countries, such as Britain, France, Russia, America, Italy, Germany, and Japan. And in the mid-20th centuries, in the World War II, it has been heavily invaded by Japan. And ancient China died from this crucial colonial invasion. These historical scars still remain in modern China because the establishment and independence of modern China. In other words, rebirth is from the lost death and reign. You know, without death, there is no rebirth, so vice versa. Plus, Chinese, as one of the oldest surviving languages in the world, helping its citizens in the modern China to learn and heritage their glorious cultures and rich history before colonialism. So we can say, to China, on one hand, is 5,000-year-honored civilizations. On the other hand, is foreign inventions insult. Such sharp contrast between the past and the present has naturally triggered a strong sense of ambition for national independence and new great revival. Or, in other words, a heavily historical PSTD. So today, any hostile from other countries will easily trigger its sensitive and defensive mechanism, not let alone it has seen how the United States and the Soviet Union played in the Cold War with its own eyes and participations. In the 21st century, the United States pivots to Asia foreign policy, smart power strategies, and the top-rich official declare has been making China feel threatened. Aren't you too sensitive? PSTD? Why do you always want others like you? Unconfident in yourself? Clearly, binary players have sunk into mindset traps due to their histories. Although history has passed by, the mindsets shifted from history remain today. These mindsets are like intangible cages trapped both current moves that can determine what is today and shape what will be in future. The United States and China, millions of people, even the population all over the world, deserve love and peace.